the buzz. There you go. Testing 127932 vagina. Can everyone hear me though? Am I good to go? Just quickly see in the chat. Just want to minimize over here. Alright. Ek aanvaar almal kan my sien. Take it everyone can hear me good. You might not want to see me, but it's not my problem. That's your problem. You got some more from Zo. This is Wing It. Heaven knows what session it is and who cares. But yeah, welcome. There's Elandre Delport and another Stormtrooper, Arianto. I'm going to show you some nice slides. Arianto actually contributed via emails. I'm going to show you some pics. 3 mods which piqued his interest. There's Timothy Victor. I hope the Biltong sales are doing well there, Timothy. Pierre de Kock. Welcome, Pierre. So you're still a Stormtrooper. You're getting there, my boy. You're getting over there. I'm just waiting for that first, what is the little green bastard with those floppy ears? Not Jabba Binks. But in any case, not Yoda Soda. Is it Yoda? Heaven knows. Hy just X met op Pierre. Daar praat jy nou die kos. Hier's die kossies. Die kossies. Anywho, yeah. So yeah, that's that. Pierre Harding, Nancy, Ooms and Tannies, Keizer, het ons vraag, nee, I'll never forget you guys. I think I did post that there is going to be a power failure up until, well, it's supposed to be 8:30, but normally you have got that little bit of lenience, and they put on the power about 20 minutes earlier, and that's what I said, but then obviously I had to get my things together. So yeah, what a week I tell you. I had 2 days in a row where I actually had to attend online life science workshops for 2 hours, and that was from 3 to 5 each day. And then obviously the power failure at 6, so I had to actually rush to get my slideshow going to show you something. Else I had nothing to talk about. Else I had to tell you war stories the whole night. Pierre Harding, Keizer sit met Eskom en drink tee. Nee, ek drink 'n koffiekie, nee. Tee drink ek net op Sondag. I only drink tea on Sundays. So die show is scheduled for 2015. Thank you, Landry Delport, for being awake over there. There's G-Monkey's Vape Shop. Busy testing G-Monkey. He sent me cotton. Where'd I put that cotton? The cotton actually fell out now. Oh my word. Just my luck. Onze totty. But in any case, he actually brought me cotton which I'm testing. But I think it fell out of my drawer now to the back. No, man, I lie. Here it is. There's you. This is a bit of cotton which Elandre Botma from G Monkey's Vape Shop dropped off for me to test, and that is what I've got on here. Let's quickly see who can guess what is that. I'll even put it a bit closer. Not too closer. But I will be seriously impressed with the RDA lovers out there that's going to recognize this guy. You're obviously not going to recognize it with this tip, but it's because I found a hack in this atomizer. It normally comes with a wider tip. This little guy normally fits on it. But then I found there's a few 810 drip tips which actually fit in lovely into this. Look at that. And if you just press it in, it actually clicks in hunky-dory. So yeah. And I can tell you that this is a very nice affordable cotton for you over there. You can definitely give this a go if you're looking for something that's going to perform and is still affordable. But I do notice one thing about this cotton. It does like to be thinned out. Absolutely. Likes to be combed out a bit then, eh? It's acting like one of those posh dogs who smaak it for their little hair to be combed. Nou het die post dinge begin vanaand. Yes, nou het al klaar geload shed. Krag by Keizer is af. Thank you very much. We know that. I'm back away. Okay, let's skip. En nou wil julle die writer hê. Kenning G-Bomb Jeep naand AKS. Hello. Ek stem vir Eskom. X-dom. Ja, jy is 100% reg. G-Monkey's Vape Shop. Miskien is omdat julle beter hierdie klomp Engelse mense het geen idee nie. They've got no idea what they're talking about. This language is just too weird. I've got a student, a new student in one of my classes who's actually from Holland, exchange student. But this ook, I mean, he can understand Afrikaans obviously when you speak slowly. But they did their first assessment. He's a grade 11, but he actually came to us for a bit of sport. But it's weird. I mean, I marked this guy's practical activity today, and he actually answers in Dutch as well. So I mean, luckily there's a bit of a link between the two languages, Afrikaans and Dutch. So I could manage to mark it, and he actually passed it, which was weird. I never thought that kid's going to pass, because he just has got that face of, Lord knows what you're talking about, sir. Any case, Dion Danhauser is here. Welcome, Dion. Wat ze mis? Chantal Marie hier, maar Chantal Marie is typing a bit though. She's got some free time on her hand. Pierre, ek het so 'n week terug 'n ou gehad wat seer gekry het. Oh my hat. Chantal, maak jy die ouens seer? Jy moet die ouens seer maak nie. Of jy net een van daai, wat is daai suits wat jy aantrek, hy Catwoman suits met die whip, of is dit nie die seer waarvan jy praat nie? G-Monkey doen dit, Pierre, Andre, yo, look at this going on. Now all of a sudden they're going down again. Yeah, it's alive. Andre, my nummer is dit, G-Monkey is that. Keizer, speel ietsie van jou Jan Blom asseblief. I've actually got a lot of Jan Blom. I think I'll probably have, I think I must be one of the people in South Africa with the largest Afrikaans sets as well. Not even that, but country as well. Not even that, rock as well. I think I've got 21 Metallica albums in my collection as well. So, but it's because, I mean, I've been DJing. I was a DJ from the age of 17. So every time which we bought a CD, well, back then it was tapes. First of all, it was records, but I luckily missed that record era. So we didn't have that. But you had the tapes with the dual tape decks, and then you put in this tape with the headphones while this song is playing on this side over there, and you wait till you get the right song and you pause. And then when this one's almost done, you fade it out and you press play on this one and you fade it up. That was how we started off. And then obviously CDs came in, which made life a lot easier though, and obviously improved the quality. So every CD which we bought, we ripped at 192 kbits. So all those things are stored on my drives. So I've got a huge music collection. Anywho, let's quickly see if somebody has got this already. Evening guys, evening. Okay, now we've got sound now. That's perfect. Brilliant. Louis Spirit. Hi again, the Keizer, Timothy. Mark Richardson's here. I'm also going to show you something which Mark sent me. Sith Walker. I don't think Sith sent me an email this week. I think he was probably also too busy to pick up something on the internet though, which interested him, or something out of his cupboard. Henry Landsberg, good evening. The Brew is here. The Brew. I think I must appoint another moderator. For sometimes Brew takes a bit of moss and then he skips the Thursday evening. But in any case, it's a black RDA, almost. Black RDA, Abyss thoughts, please. I enjoy my Abyss. I've still got my Abyss in my rotation. I've got no problem with the Abyss. I'm one of those happy people with the Abyss, but I do prefer it in side-by-side mode. But I've got no problem with the Ether RBA, which I also ran. I just don't get the flavor out of the Ether RBA, which I get out of stuff like the Aries or the Vertex or the Berserker Mini V2 or good MTL RTAs, Expromiser V4, etc. So that's why I just use it in its side-by-side mode. But I've got absolutely no issues. And I'm also going to show you a picture of the leather cases which OG, the Vape, Craig, big guy, Rob's mate, those guys that were chilling off in the pool this for the past 2 weeks, a week in any case. But yeah, his son has got a leather company and they make custom sleeves for devices. And I'll show you a nice sleeve which is I think Rob sent me his photo, so I think it's Rob's sleeve. He's already got a sleeve. There's Bazinga, Rob Fisher with the Bazinga. Rob sent me a photo of one of his bottles of Blimey that's empty. And yeah, it just stays an absolute awesome juice. It is a great juice. Another juice, by the way, which is very nice, before I actually forget it though, I decided on Saturday just to drive around and support the 3 local vape shops around here. You can't do it frequently, I mean, because of the prices of juice. I mean, it was a quick 1,100 Rand just for that little trip. And all it was 3 juices and two drip tips, I think. Yeah, there was about that. But one which I'm seriously impressed is this little guy. I've got no idea if any of you have tested it. I mean, it's 3 MTL juices which I actually bought. But this one is very nice. It's a strawberry pudding. Not a normal strawberry milkshake. It's a strawberry pudding. And it actually does have a very nice flavor. Very good MTL option. But obviously inside this guy, I still got a bit of connoisseur Pied Piper. The other Pied Pipers are opalala. They're gone. So I can't show you those little bottles anymore. And I've also still got a bit of this guy inside. Good boy. Boy! That's still in there. So that's lekker. Forst Reineke says, the internet still off. I think we need some background music. I can play background music, but The problem is, obviously, it strikes. That's the only issue I don't have. I don't worry about monetization, demonetization, because I mean, vaping is not really monetized in any case now. But yeah, I got some lekker tunes. Let's quickly hit you up with something layback from way back and see if you guys, it actually picks up. But I doubt if you guys would know these songs. But normally what we do is when we go and braai, when we braai a Saturday night, I try to get some nice tunes together. Which would be nice on the ear for while we're braaiing a bit of fish or while we're braaiing a bit of meat. I've got no problem. Now, I don't know if you guys are into your 80s or heavy into your 80s. There was a guy called Alvin Stardust, and he brought out a tune, Pretend. It was very early 80s though. And then he also brought this tune. So I think it's a lecture number. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Yeah, lekker numbers, and those are the nice numbers I like to jam on. So yeah, there's a lot. Obviously Billy Idol, you gotta have Centerfold, gotta have Radar Love, gotta have that somewhere on your list as well. And I still think one of the songs with the nicest beginnings is this tune. I just love the start of the song. Yo, no man, nice times. So I've got no problem. As I said, I can, if there's a way around it where I can actually play you guys music requests and stuff like that. I would love to do a musical Trivial Pursuit type of situation with you guys, where you start up to play 5 little tunes or 10 seconds. And you guys must try and guess what it is. And then the guy that gets the most songs correct wins something. And that's, by the way, what's up for next Thursday. I've got a bottle of Stick Mango. Except if Calvin wants to come along and swap it for something. But he mentioned something like that. And then the Mongrel RDA, which I'm sure somebody of you guys will enjoy. Especially after somebody told me, listen, that Mongrel, how can you say the flavor didn't impress you that much? This thing is amazing. And I also mentioned, I think, the fact that you don't see reviewers actually use it. And this oak says, how can you say reviewers don't use it? Of course they use it. And then he mentions Vaping with Vic. And what was the other oak's name, man? Vaping Insider. And I told him, listen, I'm not. The Vaping Insider made the Mongrel RDA. He's part of the collaboration. Of course he's going to vape it. It's his product. And Vaping with Vic just linked me to 2 or more shows, just more than 2 shows, where and the guy just disappeared off the map. Didn't hear anything from him again. So in any case, yeah, he says, he says, I know. I don't know if you guys, do you know the Trailer Park Boys? What's those guys' names? Those 3 oaks, the one with the thick glasses. I don't know if you heard their song, which they actually brought out. It's a very nice song. It's very catchy. The Trailer Park Boys. Okay, I don't know if anybody's guessed this, but this is the Aria Sleeper. No idea whether you guys can remember the Aria Sleeper. But a very nice RDA. A very nice RDA. It's basically in the same category as what the Cosmonaut is, the Aria Sleeper. And in the beginning, when I was into all my RDAs, I mean, you just check out the design of the deck and you watch the distance to the airflow and the size of the diameter of the drip tip on the inside, and then you got a very good idea of what's going to be good. So, I mean, yeah, I bought a lot of RDAs in the beginning, but I still have a lot of them. I've probably got 3 or 4 Twisted Messes RDAs still as well, because, I mean, if you build them correctly, they also still produce. No issues over there. Otherwise, what is in my rotation is this little guy, Miso Wuni. The Miso is still over here. I'm very happy with that. Still on the feeling. If you guys doubted the fact that I do like these starter up kits, they are very, very good. And obviously I've still got this little guy up and running. I just had a very busy time, so I will try my best to get 3 or 4 new setups. I mean, this guy will always be in rotation. Don't worry about it. He will always be here. I mean, this is my daily. I use this guy, of all my mods, 90% of the time. Goes into my Torrent Beast, on top of my Aegis Legend. But yeah, I do have a backup in case this Aegis Legend does die, and in case the Torrent Beast dies, I do have backups for them. And then, yeah, as I said, I've got this little oak, the Thelema, with the Aria sleeper on top of it. And then, yeah, this is the new Vinci pod, which I will just make a video, because, I mean, it is weekend tomorrow, so I will make just a short video to actually show you. But it's worthwhile just looking at this guy. I mean, I contacted them today. Well, they emailed me and asked me for my feedback on the Vinci pod. And I told them, I mean, there's a lot to like about this. But unfortunately, they only sent me one coil, because they only sent me one box. I mean, it's as if I'm not a rated reviewer, eh? Can you believe it? Just one. When you see these the overseas guys open stuff, I mean, they get nappies with it, they get face masks, they get stickers and banners and shit. And here I come with a flimsy DHL bag with a single one of these things in. But it just includes one pod with one coil. So yeah. And I told them it's actually sad, because I mean, I would like to actually test different coils with different flavors. Because I'm not going to take this coil and all of a sudden jump from fruits to desserts, and jump from there to bakeries, and jump from there to tobaccos. You're going to mess up the coil too much. So it would be nice if they actually had, but. So according to me, it loses flavor within a week, and the battery doesn't last that long. And what was the third one, which I actually had a problem with? But in any case, there were 3 issues. But otherwise, it's very, very nice. I love the draw on this thing. I mean, the adjusting of the airflow, which is on the side over there. You can get it from a nice restricted direct lung up until a decent MTL. Absolutely. And it's so smooth. And what I also like about it, if you draw, the word gene lights up. Well, you won't be able to see it though. Yeah, but hey, there you go. There you go. And if it's green, it's above 60, and if it's below 60 and 20, you're going to get blue, and then obviously red below that. But I like it that the word gene, and it's very classy. It feels good quality. It's made out of zinc aluminum. Your pods are very nice and clear. It's comfortable on the mouth. There's a lot of pros concerning this. It's just those coils. If they only added more coils, could have tested it better. But it does seem as if it doesn't last that long. Hazard Rob has not told Ocean lately. Matrasse is the OG Troll. It's the OG Troll now. All good. The bus is a bit costly for a side by side, but would rather have a mix. Yeah, Mark, it is. But I mean, the whole idea was not to buy this only as a side by side. But I mean, if I buy mods for MTL purposes, it's in any case has to be able to take a 21700. And this guy just ticked off too many boxes for me to ignore it though. It's just this airflow which currently bothers me. I've got no problem with other issues which other people have, but it's just that little airflow knob. It would have been fantastic if you could have just removed it and placed it inside that little nipple. But no, man, otherwise no problems. It's a good vape. Pierre Harding, Good Boy. Good Boy is a nice tobacco as well, yeah. Jy kan my song speel, royalty free. Force, yeah, I can play Force's tunes, Force's songs. Force, but if you do a nice cover of Creedence Clearwater, would I be able to play that though without any issues, or they still going to pick up on the tunes? 80s was the best time in music. 80s was great. Sounds good. Steppenwolf. Yeah, I've got Steppenwolf. Here, mense, I've probably got any. That's one of the things I prided my on when I played for functions, especially weddings. Because I mean, it's nice playing for weddings. You drink lekker for free. You eat lekker for free. And it's a Lani function. It's a bit boring, but it's Lani and the money's good. So, weddings. And because of that, what I do when I play background music, I play different genres of peaceful music. And you can just start picking up the vibe. What people are into though. Are they into rock? Are they into a bit of classic? Are they into a bit of pop, country, whatever? Even a Bob Marley. Somebody hit them with a Bob Marley tune. A redemption song, and see how it's going. And then you can start picking up. When the people eat, you just watch their feet though. When they become more talkative, rowdy, you know they're enjoying the music in the background. And then when the party starts, I mean, it's a 99% chance that it's a hit. Then it's very easy. But I never had playlists, which has been pre-made before the time. I always go on the night, and I prided myself when somebody comes and asks me for a song that I would actually have that song. And it's lekker. And the people have tested me a lot of times. We were playing in a marquee tent one evening there, in a private function outside Stellenbosch. And the oak comes to me and he says, but there's lekker gegooi. It's nice when they're a bit intoxicated, because then they're easy handing out money. And the oak says he's going to give me 200 rand if I play that Crazy Nights tune from Kiss, the band Kiss. I don't know if you guys can remember Kiss. Well, I doubt you can forget it. I mean, who can forget those faces? But yeah, and I played it for him. He was just walking away, and I hit him with a tune, and he turned around and he gave me the money. It's nice if you've got those kind of songs. Yeah, Kids in America from Kim Wilde, absolutely. You've got that. Got 3 blottos, love them. The blotto's nice. The blotto is nice. I mean, I can't deny it, definitely not. But I'm just waiting for the Watofo X. I think the Watofo X is going to kick the blotto's ass. And hopefully by looking at the design of it, it might even kick the Torrent. But we'll see that though. We'll see if that goes. Anyone an update on the couriers not shipping vape products? I still see 3A Vape. They actually using DHL still at the moment though. But 3F Vape has stopped using DHL. Vape Sourcing has stopped using DHL. Hot e-cig has stopped using DHL. And that's a bit of a bummer. It sucks a bit of ass balls. So yeah, the oaks are clamping in. But some other company also sent me a spam email. And they said that they, don't worry, you can have a look at the gear. As soon as FedEx and those guys stop, they have got another option for express shipping. So these companies, obviously, they will come up with a plan. I don't think we need to worry about it. We just need to give it a bit more time. But I think they know that if they still want to be in business, they actually need to come up with alternative ways to ship though. So yeah, it's just illegal for those companies to ship. It's never said that it's illegal for I don't think so. Not worldwide though. I know America's a bit tough. Those oaks are tough. I mean, you can't even ship from individual to individual, because I mean you can, but if they open the package, I mean you can get a fine, and that sucks. Especially the vape shops, those guys can get fined hard. I think I've got no idea if they ship to individuals. But the only option as I see it is they need to order, the vape shops need to order, and then you need to go physically to your brick and mortar. I've got no idea otherwise. Maar ja, Arianto, ek sê, jy is nou aan 'n blotte met droel marshmallow caramel. I've got 3 blotters sit. Droel marshmallow, Mexquanker mods. I've got the Rio, which is a Mexquanker mod. I think it's the only Mexquanker mod which I have. Yeah. All the others are regulated. All the other squonkers I have are regulated. Sith Walker, okay, so I sent you, no, okay, Sith Walker, I'm going to show that. Sith Walker has got his first alien build up and running, and it is a wonderful feeling if you get that first alien and you've got enough wire to actually turn a coil which you can put inside your Atty and then vape on your own creation. It's such a nice feeling, and I think Sith will definitely has it attest to it. But yeah. Brew, it's very similar to bubblegum milkshake without ice. Watofo X already on pre-ordered law. Yeah, that Watofo X is I just don't want to pre-order. I'll rather wait till any one of you guys actually get it in. But I don't like this pre-ordering business, because then it postpones to that date, and I'm a very, ek is baie ongedullige ouer. But if I want something, I want it now. I will try my best to actually get it in a very quick time. Arianto, ek het al 3 drools, nom brew, it's very similar. If you enjoy the blotter, you must try the isolation RTA. Yeah, Kelvin said he's going to bring the isolation RTA around, so I can test that. I don't think the Expromiser V5 is available yet, Pierre. Not in South Africa though. It's available to purchase overseas, but I haven't seen it anywhere in South Africa. I did a search on it yesterday, co.za, but I couldn't find anyone that's got it currently. So I don't know if the Oaks have got a problem with the shipment, getting it actually into South Africa, but yes. Pierre Haring sê, die MTL bly die Berserker V2 tops. Die Berserker V2, die Mini, nie die grote nie. The big one's got an irritating top cap situation, which I didn't like much now. Use Aeromax Global. Steamcrave actually sent me a package, but they used Worldwide Express. Now, I'm not sure if Worldwide Express is speedy delivery or not, but that's the option which they went for. I can tell you, Steamcrave. Because they sent me the new Titan, the Titan setup, basically, put it that way. But that was about 2-3 weeks ago, which they sent me that Weibull number. So it must probably be a normal situation. Alright, so let's quickly go through the slideshow, show you what I have got in the slide. Let's quickly check over there. There you go, over there. So obviously there was the first one. You not need to try it, the Vero. Yeah, but the brew. Those oaks, I decided those oaks they can start sending it to me, because I mean, if it's nice, I do the promotion for them. It's a free ad which they can do, and I don't think it's a lot to ask for those oaks just to send me a small little bottle of MTL just to give it a test. But because as I said, I don't find many of the vendors to actually promote my channel or assist in growing this channel. This I just bought because I actually felt sorry for the guy inside the vape shop, because I was the only guy that actually went in there, and it was a new vape shop. So I felt sorry walking in there and not purchasing something. And that's what I got. Just quickly want to get my little thingy ready over here. Almost done. There's a go. Yeah, where is that folder now? Where is that folder? There's it. All right. If you guys, I know there's a lot of you oaks which follow Rip Tripper, ne? You follow Rip Tripper. He's a big man in your community, but he recently did a review on this little oak. So what I like about this little mod is the design. I like the way it looks. What I don't like about this mod, why I will not get this mod, is the fact that it's got an internal battery. But I do think it's got a huge internal battery. I think it's 5,000 if I'm not mistaken, mAh. But yeah, but that's in any case the iStick Power 2, which you see over there. That's that one. So if you're interested in that, that's a fairly new device which has been released. And that's the Cyber, which I posted 2 weeks ago, I think. But yeah, I think it's just got a nicer picture of the deck. So I thought it might be worthwhile actually looking at the Cyber as well, which is a gas mods, released by gas mods, by the way, in case you're wondering. And there's the bull deck. So it's not only got airflow heating from the sides, but also directly underneath. So I definitely think it would be a nice little single coil to try out. If any of you guys have actually ordered it, then just let me know on it though, so I can contact you and find out how it is. But I think it would be nice. I'm just worried, if you could just go back to the previous sketch, just worried about that very narrow chimney neck at the top of it. It's the only thing that worries me a bit about this. But as I said, the deck wise, I think the deck is a winner, absolutely. So yeah, makes us think about the Wasp Nano a bit though. But in any case, and then we've got this punky. Don't know if you've seen it. It's called the Auguse, A-U-G-U-S-E, the Auguse MTL, which you can switch over to restricted direct lung or MTL. And if you just look at the amount of, look at those little plugs, the enormous amount of plugs you get for this guy. I mean, it's a 0.8, it's a 1, 1.4, 1.6, and then 1.82, and then you start going for double 0.8, triple 0.8, and so on and so on. So you've got so much options with this little specific MTL, a Goose MTL RTA. I think it's worthwhile giving it a go. A bash. But yeah, and then we have got a few new colors, which Vupu has released for the Argus GT, because I know there are Argus GT fans. They probably don't mind the paint peeling off within 2 weeks, but hopefully these new releases, the oaks are coming out with better paint jobs. Let's hope so. Because it actually doesn't look bad. Actually, it's got some nice color configurations, which is out. Those are just 2 of them, which I'm actually posting over there. The Argus GT. And then we've got this little monkey nut, which is the iJoy Captain Link mod, 100-watt mod. Nice little option because it also takes a 21700. So if you like that design, if you might think it's probably too busy though, you might not like that white written on the side, the Captain written on the Captain links. But I don't think it looks bad. I don't think it looks bad at all. And the more I actually look at it, the more I like it. But yeah, and also obviously different color configurations. I just picked the blue one just to show you because I do like blue. But that's that bloke. And then we've got, for all you smock lovers, there is the Smock Arc Fox kit. Dual 18650, 230 watt beast. So yeah, those are for the smock lovers. You can obviously buy I think it's the TV12 tank, which is on top of it. But you can buy it as a kit version or separately the mod itself without the tank. So yeah, that is there as an option. Then we've got this little interesting monkey nut, and if you guys have a close look, you'll actually see, wow, check out what this oak can do. And that is the Ultrona POMOD. POMOD, P-O-M-O-D. POMOD. But look at that, you can decide whether you actually want to run this guy in side-by-side mode, or you can block off the side-by-side portion by having that transparent smoky colored insert and then just use the 510 on the top. So yeah, probably the only problem is I hope they would provide, or is going to provide, a little plug so that you can actually just plug it into that 510, or else you're going to have that hole sitting over there the whole time, which is going to irritate you at a certain point. So hopefully they have got that covered. But it's interesting. I don't know of another mod which you can actually do that though, except if you guys can come up with something. But I haven't seen something like that though. The POMOD from Ultrona. And there is Sith Walker's coil, Mr. Stephen Walker. But yeah, and it's a nice looking alien. I gotta congratulate you. If that is your first alien. And it would be interesting to find out how much wire you actually wasted getting that alien together. Because I know I wasted a lot of money, a lot of wire in the beginning to actually get an alien to look presentable for a photograph. But it's a great feeling once you manage to do it though. And then I think that's the first one which Arihanto sent, but he just sent the unicorn versions of this Rebel, which you can also use in a type of side-by-side situation. So I just decided to get the black picture of that, but Arihanto sent that to us. And then he also sent, if you're into Rebel and you enjoy side-by-sides, and then there's also a little interesting side-by-side, which you see over there, and that is from the company Tellis, Tellis. And they've actually got a few side-by-sides. That's an engraved version, which you obviously see over there. And they are pricey. I mean, they run all the way from 150 pounds, I think, all the way to 360 pounds. I actually saw it on their site. But they've got a few, and that's called the Queen side-by-side. And then there's also two different versions of that though, of the Queen. And then they've got the more expensive one, which I actually prefer, but it reminds me of this little guy slightly, just because of the button position, just because of that. But yeah, that is called the Hero. That's the one that's so expensive, but it's also from the company Tellis, 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 350 or something like that pounds. But it's nice looking mods, not too shabby, Nigel. And there, I think Arihanto also sent this one along, and I just got nicer pictures of it though. But this pipe's actually got a funny name. It's a French company, I think. La Bernelli pipe, the La Bernelli pipe. And yeah, you can see it is but it's 18350 if I'm not mistaken, 18350. But you can see it's regulated. It's got its screen on the underside. but I've got no idea. It's probably the fire button along the side, must be. So funny that they actually opted for that fire button which looks like that. I would have much liked if they just used the brown one which is the same color of the pipe. Rather, that would have been nice. But in any case, that is the Labernelli pipe which you see up yonder. And then there's another pipe. This is a pipe this is the Camry which you see over there. And that Camry has been sent to us by Mark. And he just shows you, I think he's got the Vertex on one of them. And then he said he recently purchased the Griffin to also use on that. But it also uses the small, the 18350 battery there. So yeah, but that's the Camry. I mean, it's a nice looking pipe mod. There's no problem. The only issue which I have is the battery. I want an 18650. That's what I want. Because that's the batteries which are readily available anywhere there. So I just think if you can modify the stem. And Nico phoned me a bit earlier though. He's talking a bit to a few oaks and he's getting a few quotes, but he's got the idea in his head. Currently he's working on the push button, which he wants to use for the pipe. So things are in progress regarding the e-pipe. The Luzor pipe for Libbe and Kazor. Luzor, I think it's a lekker name. Labernelli, Luzor. And then there's another collection from our friend Richard, which is Ohm Comforts. I hope Ohm Comforts is in chat. I'll quickly have a look at chat just now again to see what is going on. But that's his collection, and that's a very nice collection over there. That's not a problem. I mean, it was even so nice that I actually decided to, create a text document, because I don't want to miss what are the different components of that. You get over there. So what you see from the top is the billet box with the Haku Zeta RBA and elemental Cerakote titanium doors. How do you like them apples? And I will show you what the Haku Zeta RBA looks like just after this though, if you want to see what it looks like. And then he's got the Taifun box, which is die codes with the Kaifun Light 2019 on top. How do you like them apples? So there at least we've got two pieces of gear which we have got in common. The Dany 21700 with the Taifun GT4. And then there's the Limelight Mechanics Freehand S Gloom 21700 with the Hadley Titanium, I tell you. With the Ultim cap, obviously, yeah, with the Ultim top cap. But yeah, that's what he's got in his current rotation. That's not all he's got. Oak that's got those, I can guarantee you he's got more. He's definitely got more. But there is what the Haku Zeta RBA actually looks like, if you were wondering what it looks like, yeah. I wonder if Rob has got that RBA, whether he's tested it already, and what he actually thinks of it. And then you get Mr. Rob Fisher's contribution via WhatsApp, and that is his Nugget billet box. And he has got a gold-plated Monarch mob bridge on the inside. A Monarch, M-O-B-B mob bridge on the inside. And actually sent a photo of what it actually looks like on the inside as well. And he also sent close-ups of this bridge. But it is gold-plated. And what do you think is the juice which is on the inside? There you go. There you go, Uncle Rob. Represent, man. Represent. So yeah, it's a very nice looking billet box over there. I think I sold my billet box about a week and a half ago. I sold mine. And yeah, because I prefer this above the billet box. I've got to be honest. I do. Even in the RBA mode. I like this. In the bridge mode, put it that way. I enjoyed this little guy. But be that as it may, there is always going to be a market for billet boxes, and there are always going to be people that love billet boxes and prefer billet boxes. It's just not for me. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Don't quote me on that. And then we've got some drip tips. And what's nice about these drip tips, if you haven't seen any posts on it on the forums, these are locally made drip tips. And it's a collaboration between Hardus and Maurits, but obviously because they do not talk to me and do not send me messages, I don't know about this. And then Uncle Rob luckily WhatsApped me these pictures. So I decided I will do the right thing and I will show you that local is lekker, and then there's this two collaboration to produce these beautiful tips. And I think Rob is also using some of these tips currently, but you can get these guys at, I think Rob said, you'll see them on that little GIF tips holder over there on the bottom picture. If you Facebook GIF mods, that's one of them which you can have a look at. But I just quickly want to check Uncle Rob's WhatsApp. Here he goes. Yeah, he says from GIF mods direct and brothers vaping at this stage. That's what you can get these tips from. So yeah, there you've got it. And I mean, they are nice looking tips. And what they can also apparently do is on request tips of any shape. So maybe we have got somebody that can actually start doing Hadley, customized Hadley tips, like those ones which I have. All right, or the chameleon type Hadley tips, which has got the 810 look. So that would be actually awesome. And then I think the last photo is there. There you've got the sleeve for the Abyss. And I mean, it's a nice looking sleeve. Nothing wrong with that. You can see it's a craftsmanship that went into that sleeve. So yeah. And if you're very, very passionate about your Abyss and you want to protect your Abyss, then your sleeve is the way to go. And it's also going to make it slightly a bigger feel in the hand as well. Which I think is going to make this guy actually fit slightly more comfortable, because this guy is a bit small there. So I think that little sleeve is going to make the difference there. But obviously it's got a cut out on the one side for the button. It will have, and then you'll see the cut out at the bottom for the Type-C USB charging port. So that's there as well. It's weird, ne? When I did a rebuild on this Aries, the Aries V2, when I put it on this mod again, all of a sudden my airflow goes and sits in a place where I don't have to block it anymore. That's absolutely awesome. So it's just interesting. It's the same device and it's the same atomizer. I just took it off, rebuilt it, put it back on again, and there you go. All of a sudden, it goes and sits in a different spot. So that is nice. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is a slideshow. So I hope, oh, look at that handsome bastard. Look at that thing. You almost would think it's Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise. No, it's me. It's moi. It's before age started kicking in, and before I actually took brandy seriously in my life. But that's Mr. Handsome over there. So yes, that's that, ladies and gentlemen. That's regarding the slideshow. So as I said, hopefully you enjoyed the slideshow. But not a lot of new stuff out there, to be quite honest. There, they will probably know. I mean, since the Christmas, what? Not the Christmas. The heaven knows what holiday the Chinese had now. I almost said Easter. but yeah, they are back. They are back in action now. So kom ons kyk gou so 'n bietjie wat die aangaan. Daar's Maurits. He's Maurits vir 'n slaggoedjie. So inside chat. Maurits doesn't phone me anymore. He doesn't love me anymore. Nothing. Let's quickly check what's going on over here. Yes, like it. Oh, ooh, I can't recycle all the way back. If anybody's donated something, please, Arianto, the brew. I know you guys, especially Arianto, you are on it. The brew gets distracted a bit. I think that now and then he gets a whiff of his choppies outside, because he must sits close to his window, and then he smells all kind of stuff. Rip tripper. Love the brew. You can plug the holes up, the screws provided. Charles van Niekerk. Okay, all right. Charles van Niekerk, Kylan OG actually has better flavor. I sent Charles the Kylan Mini V2, which I also built for him with one of White Collar's coils, 3mm diameter, the blue aliens, which I use in everything, except obviously my MTL devices. Well, I actually do. Use it in some of my MTL devices. I just bring it down to 2.5 or 2mm diameter, and then I use it inside. But he's got the hex one specially. You know, almost took out the Claptons. This little oak is more for the MTL situation. But yeah, so I actually built the Mini V2, And Charles also's got a bottle of Blimey, I almost said a bottle of brandy. A bottle of Blimey, which he put inside the Kylan V2, and he says he is enjoying it. So I'm very glad, Charles, that you actually have fun. Don't listen to the brew. The Kylan OG is not better flavor. He's lying to you. He's lying. He just doesn't know how to build it. Ek koop nie internal battery mods nie. Hulle eindig gewoonlik in die recycle bin. Yeah, but it's true, Dion. I mean, what do you do with it once the battery is gone? It's the same with the e-pipe Nico Libbe linked me to. And it's a very, very nice looking pipe. Beautiful. But it's got a 900 mAh internal battery. And you can pick it up for $20. And I put one in my cart just to go and see what the shipping would actually cost from America to South Africa. And the shipping on one of the heads, if you order 3 heads, it's just the head portion with the push button and the stalk. But I mean, you don't need anything else. You can put your own atomizer on there. I think it's got an 20 millimeter stem. 20 millimeter stem. So a 22 or 18 is going to look great on it as well. And then obviously you just need to get yourself a stem 510 drip tip. But that head is $19 and it's a very nice looking head. But yeah, getting it to South Africa, the shipping on one of those heads is going to be $20 with insurance. Pushes up slightly with the extra $3 there. If there's damage or whatever occurs, you've got that option as well. But shipping is only $20 for one of those pipe heads. So if you're looking for an internal one, hit up Mr. Nico Libbe and he will provide you with the link. Yeah, look at this out trying to phone me. Look at this Maurits. Insider Live. This ook is calling me. Maurits. Hoe gaan het? Check. Jy bel sommer in die live. Met my vader, maar jy praat baie sag, so ek kan nie eens vir jou by die microfoon sal die ouens jou kan hoor nie. Yes, waarmee kan ek help? Jy voel sleg, ja. Dis reg. Skeep maar van my af. Ek is mos die hond in die vaping industrie in Suid-Afrika. Nee, is 'n plesier man. Ek het geen probleem om kwaliteit te promote op my channel nie. Niksie. Dis hoekom ek die channel aanbied, kwaliteit. Nee, is reg Maurits, maar ek sal later met jou praat. Cheers. Any guys, yeah, no, I've got no problem. If you guys want me to promote something, as I said, as long as it's good, I've got no problem with that. But I feel too bad if something sucks. That's why I say I've got no issues telling you guys that this is a nice, affordable cotton. Nothing. He also brought me another one, which I'm not too much of a fan, is this one. I much prefer the other one. This is the amp cotton, but I like this one more than actually do the amp cotton. Comes closer to cotton bacon prime, put it that way. But I will still be a Maviton and cotton bacon prime fan at the moment. But those cottons are more expensive than that, and that's where that comes in. It's a bit of budget, for the bit of budget. Hey, Aria Sleeper. Check them apples. Right, power boost. Let's give this guy up. Let's give it 100 watt power boost Thelema vape, man. Let's stop messing around. Some nonsense this. You know, I'm starting to look like a junior. Yo, I almost started up the big boys tonight with a power failure. Almost started them up. And that's how you vape Blimey, I tell you. That's how you vape it, man. Alright. Dion Danhauser stem. Maurits Kutsie, is jy nog kwaad vir my? The brew. Wat het jy nou weer gedoen? Have to keep safe, guys. Cheers. I will not keep you guys midnight. Thank you very much. Midnight has also sent me emails, but we'll talk about midnight a bit later on a different podcast. Very nice bloke. And as I said, in the beginning, I almost chipped the oak when he started making comments on some of my videos. But he's critical, but he's supposed to be critical. But he came across as, because I didn't know him, someone gave me some smack on one of my videos. And then when I started realizing, but he keeps on telling me in other videos as well, listen, that's that, and that's how I feel about it. And then I started realizing, but his aim of the game is to try and help me though. So luckily I didn't alienate him, because he's actually a very nice bloke. I mean, he's been conversing via email with me, and he's a very nice guy. You can hear it though. Anywho, he actually wants to send me something. I think he wants to send me the Guardian pipe, and I actually offered him, because the shipping from the UK is crazy to South Africa. I know, because I shipped, what did I ship? A bottle of Blimey and a cap to somebody probably about a year and a half ago, and that cost me 800 rand, 800 smackers to send it to this bloke. But he did pay for it. I gave him it for free, the items, and he said he'll offer the shipping. But I mean, I told Midnight as well, but he wants to hear nothing of it, nothing. So anyways, but my offer still stands. Ken nie die ou G nie, maar ek love die V2 tans. Ja, the V2 is Charles van die kerk, the V2 is nice. Look at Charles, he's still green. The ook still a member. Charles, jare ou. Jy kan bly wees, ek bly nie in Bloemfontein nie. Ek sê kom pak geet. Jy moet jou geld spaar. Laat die ratte draai chom. How is the hero is stunning. The hero or the Haru, what the hell? Oh, the hero. The hero is beautiful. It's beautiful. 350 pounds. That's how beautiful it is. It is nice. I hope Rob brings it in. Rob or Maurits. Those oaks have, they can talk the talk and walk the walk. But yeah, not me though. I have to wait for bargains to pick up these quality items. But yes. There's Comforts. Yeah, you've got a wonderful collection over there. You've got beautiful mods. You've got some pure class quality. Absolutely. You got taste, man. Put it that way. Now you can just send me a photo of your wife or your girlfriend, just to see if that taste actually flows over to other areas in your life. But yeah, that's definitely class. Chimankie, kan jy vir my WhatsApp stuur? My chat is ja, nee. Gesels met mekaar, ja. Gesels. Verkoop jou cotton aan meneer Delport. Maurits, where's Kelvin again? I didn't see Kelvin. Kelvin's still a stormtrooper. Kelvin, how far are you from becoming Yoda? Yeah, it is Yoda. It is Yoda. What are your thoughts on the Dany side by side? Oh my word, the Dany looks beautiful. The Dany side by side is stunning. I like it. I like the Dany a lot. I mean, I would not mind getting... There's only two other Dicodes products which I'm looking for. And the one is the Dany side by side, and the other one is that Dicodes pipe, that e-pipe. Ja, dat ding is mooi. Oh my word, it's beautiful. Okay, donkey, I love. Okay, there's Blimey 39 watching. Please go like. Ja, please like Oaks. Don't be like that. Nee, hier is 'n moeilike week by die skool, jong. Maurits Kusie, jy het my geblok voor ek kon 'n verskoning vra. The brood alweer moeilikheid gemaak. You guys must understand Daniel. Daniel is a very passionate oak, but he's also a very loud bloke. So I can sommer vinnig vir jou sê jy's 'n poepel. And he doesn't mean it like that. The oak's impulsive. I mean, me and Daniel also had a tiff a few years back already, and we sorted it out. I mean, I think I phoned him, if I'm not mistaken. Normally when somebody gives me any issues, I private him and I say, give me your phone number. I did the same with another bloke, but that kind of didn't work out to lekker. That oak, he just didn't see my point. He just didn't see. So we parted ways. But me and Daniel, we came together again. And that's just him. So any case, deleting that chat in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, wat delete jy daarso? Good to hear that we have locals making tips. Do they come in 810s? Arianto, I think they will probably make any type of tip. Any type of tip. I mean, if you look at the quality of tips they make, I mean, they're obviously turning these tips. So I'm sure they'll be able to turn any size tip and any shape tip. But they look good. Yeah, there Maurits says, 810 available. Lekker, man. How much is the leather sleeve? I don't know, Rob. Rob can probably answer you that if he purchased one. The leather sleeve. I also see the bearded Viking. Almost end off. It's almost 15:15. I don't want to keep you guys up for longer. But bearded Viking, if you go to Vape's website, though, I think bearded Viking also made custom components, custom body for this. But I must say, I do prefer mine in this metal situation. But there are people that complain that it's too heavy. And if you're one of those people that complain, go and check out Vape's site. and just go to new arrivals, and then you'll actually see the custom bodies that the Bearded Viking in Durban, I think it's in Durban, he makes them. How much is hulle sweet? Maurits sê, daai is nie oom Keiser nie. Nee, dis net Keiser. Wie? Hoor, dis ek dit, dis my. Ja, I brought sexy back in the 80s. That was a handsome bloke, man. Handsome bloke. Don't know what happened along the way. Well, now I know why he got the prom queen, lol, handsome bliksem. Yeah, man, that's what I say. And it's not a lot of work to keep them. You just got to make them happy, make them feel good, make them feel special. It's not an intricate recipe to get a beautiful, to maintain a beautiful wife. Sniper het Telkom is dat net direct email vir Bly Me Delivery. Here, daar's Arianto al weer op het. Maurits Corsie is a legend, nice affordable cotton, prefer the elite titanium, lasts longer. Yeah, it's just a bit more expensive then, that's all. Maurits sê, waar's my Bly Me? Ja, nee, as jy mos met my gesels het vroeër, then you would have probably had a Bly Me by now. So now you must just write down to Uncle Rob and just tell him, listen, what is that against the wall? And then when he looks, you rob one of his bottles, because he's got 3 bottles of Bly Me at his house. My vrou is mooier as jou vrou. Nou maar, email hy, laat ons sien. Let me just show next Thursday. Let's show you some snaps of the eggenote. Okay. But if your wife wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning and she barks at the moon, please don't send a photo. Okay, we don't want to scare off the customers inside the chat. But if you feel she's a looker and you're happy with her, and the pot fits the lid fits the pot, the deksel, pas je potjie, then you're welcome to do that though. Have you seen the Onegan R Mad Beard mods on Facebook? No, I have not, Seth Walker. Definitely not. Hit the like even if you don't understand what. Leo Leach Villa. Yeah, we must talk less Afrikaans, guys, and more English. Then we that's a good comment. I like that. Feeling of the Destiny RTA. I think the Destiny is a decent RTA. I think it's overrated regarding the amount of flavor reviewers seem to experience with the Destiny, but it's not a bad RTA. Definitely not. It's far from bad. But yeah, and it's just so hard. It's just so hard because I've got so much nice. The flavor around me is so lekker, and you can honestly ask anyone that's come in here, that's visited me, which has vaped on these stuff which I present to you, and they will tell you. I mean, they've vaped on this, and they will tell you the flavor on this thing is a banger. The flavor on this thing is a banger. The flavor on the Aries V2. I mean, whatever I have got in rotation, the Asgards, they are good. But as I said, that's for me. Luckily, we differ. Luckily, there are people that more enjoy that type of vape than what I do. So yeah, I like my calls closer to the center. Most people like the calls closer to the airflow. So it all differs. You just need to find your happy place. That's all you need to do. Ag, ek like your uncle, jy's a legend. Also, Brian, as ek in die Kaap is. Ja, no, welcome. Any one of you guys ever come to Cape Town, you're welcome to eat me up. I am a very plain bloke. I come from the platteland, what do you call it, the rural townships. Plus small place called Mamasbury. So I'm plain and simple. It's just so weird to me because Ilandre Bortma, he was probably one of the last guys which came to visit me. And the oak was sitting here and he was in awe. And he said he can't believe he's sitting in Kaisos. And I thought to myself, why? Why are people like that? I mean, what am I doing differently? I've just got a plain and simple vape channel. I go live. Here, I'm just a normal bloke. But it's just weird, yeah, to be seen as this kamach. And that's not at all how I feel about myself. Definitely not. And you will realize that when you come and visit me. Definitely. But I do fry a mean piece of meat though. Whatever you give me to put on the coals, I won't disappoint. That I can guarantee you. We're thinking about actually writing into this Komos Braai, this competition in South Africa where you've got these 2 couples which compete against 2 other couples for braai. We're seriously considering doing that when they actually come down to Cape Town again. I'll definitely give those oaks a run for the money. The only way in which they're going to beat me, is when they give me crap marks because they know the food is lekker. The food is lekker, and the atmosphere is lekker, and the music is lekker, and everything is nice. The brew also still after blimey. The brew, I'm just good for the fun of it. Include you in next Thursday's draw, competition draw, and then I'm also going to offer another bottle of blimey up for the competition with the Mongol or RDA, and another bottle which Kelvin is going to decide whether he wants to swap or whatever, and then maybe you hit it lucky and you can win. You made me like the tighter airflow on devices, much better flavor. And G-Monkeys, it's true for most devices, I find, that if you close down the airflow, you can actually increase the flavor. But it's not all devices. Certain devices love air, loves a lot of air to actually come in, and that's where you have to vape it at higher wattages. But not all devices get better flavor from less air. But I'm glad that I could help you with anything, something. Here gaan Strydom all of a sudden popping out. Oh my word. Sorry for missing tonight. Look at that, Jurgens. Any news on your stock yet? Yeah, Nico's just hammering poor Jurgens to find out whether he's got the X-Promiser V5 in stock yet. I think there's a few guys. I'm one of them. Just waiting for that X-Promiser V5 to actually hit. Every day I just go and refresh Inked Vapors, new arrivals to see whether it pops up there. So that I will immediately order it though, definitely. The brew, ek sal snoek ook braai. Ek braai 'n mean snoek. And I'm not very keen on eating snoek because of the amount of little bones inside of it, but I'll braai 'n mean snoek vir jou. Nou om te sê, jy is nie nice nie, jy wil nie eers blimey recipe. No, blimey recipe is something different. Giving away blimey's recipe. It's like giving away my wife. No, you can't expect that from me. Don't ask me that kind of stuff, man. Don't be like that. Waar's die X-Promiser V5 ensovoorts. Alright, folks, so I'm gonna live and let live. I'm gonna be off now. I'm sorry for the 15 minutes later. But as I said, I normally try and stick where I can to 8 o'clock on Thursday evenings, but it doesn't always pan out to work out that specific way. Thank you very much for joining, and thank you very much for being so active inside the chat, and thank you very much for my members that support this channel and all the other viewers which come in to actually jump in and be part of this chatting session. It's truly appreciated, and let's hope DHL or some other express company decides to ignore all this crap and follow logic and follow what against all these myths and crap about vaping, and decide they will still transport and courier to countries. Let's hope that. So any case, guys, have a lekker weekend, and it's a long weekend, by the way. All right, it's a